Hi, darlings. I'm Ceejay, and this is Mika, and welcome to our beauty room in this massive beauty community. I really thank you guys for being here. We are finally coming into 2020 with an actual makeup video, not just skincare. But there will be a lot of those too. Um, so yeah, this is gonna be a really quick, simple, effortless, no makeup look. I hope that you guys like it. If not, I'm sorry. We'll work on it together. If you want to learn how to achieve this look, please just keep watching, and yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to never miss a video from me, hit that little notification bell, and I will see you guys with no makeup on. All right, so jumping right into today's kind of no makeup. I feel like one of the most important things about this look is really taking the time into your skincare. You don't have to do like a complete 15-step Korean skincare beauty like first thing in the morning or your day or whatever time you're like doing this. There are some important steps, and that is at least like moisturize, serum, oil, and some eye cream, a little bit of lip balm. So today I am going in with one of my personal favorites, the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Radiance Drops. Sorry, my lights are a little bright. Ooh. But you guys have seen me use this product in my other video, in my dermaplaning video. I've had this my second bottle. I'll probably be getting another one, so you can kind of tell that it is my favorite. I am on the very end right now, so I'm not getting a lot of product, so I'm actually just going to pour a little bit into my hand. Not much. I'm gonna rub that together and kind of work up and press it into my skin. So it is Monday, and I have a couple ideas on having weekly videos. This is gonna be kind of like a little chatty, get ready with me, kind of very no makeup effortless look, but I am gonna chat with you guys for a little bit. So since this is like a growing, budding channel, I was thinking like manifestation, makeup Mondays, like either, or maybe like, positive, I don't know. So I'm thinking that I want to upload on Mondays and maybe on Thursdays. Kind of want to hear ideas for you guys. I was thinking like Thoughty Thursdays, where we get completely glammed up from the floor up. I can have like guest like appearances, where we're pre-gaming together and things like that. So, or we can do like, I'm kind of going through like a spiritual kind of enlightenment, not like, religion, just a spiritual growth. And I feel like I have a lot to share with you guys outside of makeup. I feel like when you know me as a person, I go outside of just makeup, and I have a lot to offer and a lot to talk about. So I just kind of like to hear some ideas from you guys, because this is ultimately our channel. We're all going to grow and progress together. So just kind of drop in the comments box below what you would like to hear. I'm thinking like either makeup Mondays, like chatty get ready with me, or like meditation Mondays that can kind of go in it if you guys want to kind of hear a little bit more about me in depth, or like share stories with you guys. Just like positive affirmations, growth, like my journey through meditation and how it like helps me get through like my party girl phase and trying to like grow up and like, just like learn how to be a decent adult, I guess, in civilization. All right, so going with eye cream today, it is going to be the Purity Philosophy like simple eye, right? Purity Made Simple Eye. This is like a little bouncy kind of very gel like serum. You bounce it into the product like so, and you get a little bit on your finger and rub that into the orbital bone. As you can see, I rub it down and upwards into the brow, never onto your eyelid. You don't want to like risk, even though that product's made for the eye area, it's not made for it to go into the eyeball itself. We really want to take the time to invest in our skin, just because, makeup's fun, skincare is number one. This skincare over time, regardless of what products you're using, is going to help your overall appearance in your skin. which means on days when you don't want to wear makeup, if you are struggling with certain kind of insecurities at the moment, if you kind of invest in that time to make your skin better, you won't necessarily have those insecurities anymore and will find yourself naturally wearing less makeup. Not saying that if you wear makeup you're bad, or if you don't wear makeup you're bad. Some days a ho-ho likes to get glammed up, and some days they just like to feel comfortable in their skin. So that's what we're focusing on. Another almost like empty product is this Buxom Big, ooh, Big O lip plumper. Sorry guys. It's like, yeah, Big O lip plumper. As you can see, I've used it down to the end. What I like about this is that it kind of just brings out the natural pigment in your lip. You'll kind of see what I'm talking about in just a second. I like this just because it gives a slight tingle, a slight little plumping element, but it just gives like a natural kind of kiss to the lip. All right, so because we're doing like a no makeup kind of natural look, today we are shying away from like foundation, even a tinted moisturizer or cream. I'm kind of just really letting most of the areas of my skin breathe where possible. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you are able to tailor this look compared to your needs. So if you need foundation that day, by all means, wear foundation that day. Try sheer, more lightweight coverage if possible, or just sheer out the coverage yourself by, doing a little extra blending and using a little bit less product. I am going in with just the slightest little bit of concealer, and this is going to be the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 110, and it looks like, like so. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of product on the back of my hand, just because this allows me to really kind of pick up as much product as I want. I'm going to take that on the back of my finger as well and just kind of tap that right in the inner corners. What I'm doing here, because I feel like necessarily I don't have too bad of like pigmentation difference or even puffiness, I'm just trying to give a little brightness to the skin, which is why I went just a couple shades lighter than my natural skin tone. And I kind of just bring that down the side of my nose where I'm a little bit more red, and I pat it out. The reason why I'm not using my blender or a brush is because with this look, I really want the warmth of my finger to melt that product into my skin so I can make sure that I don't have any like kind of harsh lines. Diffusion is going to be really important here to make everything look just very natural and subtle. I am going to just kind of peek into my personal mirror here just to make sure. So getting up close, like you guys can see, there is like, it's skin, right? It's skin. It's nice looking skin too. Okay, so since I got my concealer, like the next thing that I really do is I start like warming up my face. So I should just hold on to my bronzer. Today I am going to be using the Fenty Beauty Private Island. It's like the Sunstalker foundation, but it is in the shade Private Island, and it's in wonderful, pretty gold packaging. And the formula here is just amazing. It's very, very soft, very like subtle. I'll show you right now. It just like blends out just so easily, which is good, especially when you're not wearing foundation or a lot of product on your face, because it makes it just like really smooth to blend out. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that product, and I'm not necessarily contouring right here. I am just adding some warmth to the face. So up into the temples and the hairline of the forehead, like so. And I also like to just take it and pop it right into the bridge of my nose and kind of like where it meets the top of my brows, and then right underneath the nose as well. The name of the game is just to look really fresh and pretty right here. And same on this side. Make sure you're like using really soft kind of strokes. On camera, it looks a little bit patchy, but it's really not. And also like use light product, you know, we're not trying to really sculpt or carve the face. We're just adding warmth to it. And whatever's left on my brush, I didn't pick up any more product. Whatever's left, I just kind of dust, you know, around the neck and jawline and then right underneath the lips. This just gives like a little bit more of a fuller kind of pout-esque look. Also, we're going in with one of my ultimate favorite holy grail products that I didn't think that I would love as much as I do, but this is the NARS Orgasm Illuminating Powder. Let's see if it will, no, sorry guys, it's not wanting to, but it is like in the orgasm shade, but it does have a little bit more of a bronzier look to it. It is, she is just a beautiful pigment. So, pardon me, it is very pigmented. So I'm taking a fan brush like this and I am lightly tapping into the product and tapping that out. And then I am going to just, look at all the stuff on the camera. I am just dusting that real lightly because I'm just giving a little bit of illumination to the skin without it being like bam. We just want a healthy, glowy, fresh skin. That's the name of the game today. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit more, and this is by like complete, you know, personal preference, but I pop a little bit right underneath my nose like so, and then up into the temples as well. That tends to be like places where we just naturally get flushed where the sun hits our forehead, you know, and we just like naturally get a little bit more color. And then one of my personal favorites, if you know me, you know I am all about the highlighting game. So today we are gonna kind of go in with the liquid. It's a 2-part highlighter system. So I am taking the Tarteist Pro Glow Illuminating Cream in the shade Stunner. I don't think it's ever gonna show up, but I will link everything down below in the description box. I'm just going to take the slightest little bit of pigment like that. Little, tiny little bit. And again, I'm going in with my finger and we're going to tap that into the orbital bone. This is such a quick, easy, minimal product, minimal brush kind of look. It will like blow everybody's mind. And this has quickly become one of my favorite looks that I like to do. Like if I'm just like running around, this is completely, you know, personal preference. Not everybody likes to highlight their nose. I do. If you don't, just, you know, ignore this part of the segment. But I like to, and I even like to pull up a little bit above my brow bone, like so. But just make sure everything's like patted out and no like harsh lines. And then even out the other side, like just look at that. Okay, would you look at that? Who remembers what that was from? One of my coworkers was talking about that, and now it's like stuck in my head subconsciously, I guess. So again, like just make sure that that is like really just diffused, soft and pretty, effortless, glow. And then I take a little bit onto the Cupid's bow, and I even like to rub a little bit onto my lips. Because when we go in with like a chapstick or a gloss, like you'll just have like a little bit of shimmer, you know? A little glow. Okay, and then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take this Becca highlighter shade. It is in this shade, oh, what was this shade called? Because now my sticker's all over it. Dang it, guys. Okay, well, I will have to figure it out. I'll list it below because I'm not trying to tear up packaging. But it is in like the Light Chaser highlighter. So it was that duo chromatic line that she came out with like a while ago. It's like Peach Bellini and like Champagne Dream or something, if I remember correctly. But it's super pretty. And it looks like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a clean foundation brush. I've never used foundation, but I like it because it has like some density to it. And when I want to really concentrate highlighter, it's good. And I'm just going to kind of pop that right there. just for a little bit more of a shapeshiftery. This is not needed, but because I like more of a strobing-esque, it's needed in my world. So here we go. All right, so going on to brows. This is going to be a little bit different and something that I don't feel like a lot of people have seen, but it's something that I have been rocking lately, especially when I am like in a very big hurry and don't really like, want to do much. This isn't going to give a lot of structure to the brow, but if you look at me, you can see that I do have some brows there. I have some brows. So what I am focused on is doing more of a tint and bringing those brows more forward. If you want to add some structure to it, by all means, go ahead. But we're trying to keep this as simple as possible and as like more natural as possible. And I feel like really structured brows, like with a really fine point, like a really defined edge, is just, it's not natural, regardless if you're going with like a no makeup look. So like, let's like dust some of that out. Speaking of not natural, so little intense. Okay, so I am using the Benefit Roller Lash mascara. It's almost dead. And what I like about it is that it has like this really amazing kind of comb to it, just because they wanted it to push up. But that comb is like so short and makes the perfect comb for being able to flip around and move. There are a bunch of other products that allow you to do this. Milk Cosmetics Kush Brow Gel has one that I use. It's like in the shade Dutch. That's like a dark shade. And they have a couple other shades for people who are lighter brows or whatever brows that they need. They can color match towards their personal preferences. Anastasia Dip Brow Gel is amazing too. I rock with that when I'm at work. But when I'm at home and I'm in a hurry because I don't have all that other stuff and my gimme brow is not my color, I use this mascara. If you're a darker hair girl, rock mascara. So what I do is I just comb it right through and up. Look at that definition. And because it's almost dead, like the formula is like pretty much dried away, it really doesn't distribute a bunch of product, which I like, because it allows me to be able to kind of build it up where I want. And I want just a nice fluffy brow, like nothing too structured or defined, but you can tell the difference between the two color wise. And I feel like this darker just matches with the red hair just a little bit better and makes me just look a little bit more alert and awake. So we're gonna go in and even out the other side. I just got some product on my hands, so sorry. But again, I'll try to get close so that you can really kind of see that. Like, oh my gosh, so easy peasy, fam. All right, so we're gonna finish this and we're like wrapping up. So this is under 20 minutes and you could knock this out in probably less than 10, especially if you weren't talking and explaining and chit-chatting your life away. So that's what I'm really kind of trying to do, is I'm trying to keep this video as short and sweet as I possibly can for you guys, to really emphasize on how easy peasy this look is. So I do have a little bit more gapping in this front brow than in the others, like, and then the others, like I have 4 eyebrows than the other brow, but that is fine. You know why? Because y'all have heard this saying, eyebrows are sisters and they are not twins. I guess like it looks a little not as dark though. There we go. Okay, moving on, because I will like obsess. So one of the biggest tricks too for me, and what I find, is a white eyeliner on your waterline really makes you look alert and awake. So today, and this isn't even white, I should correct myself. Let me correct myself. Not white. Unless you like white, then go ahead. A flesh colored eyeliner. In this case, Kat Von D is using a lip liner, but I use it for my eyes. So, A nude color eyeliner on the waterline will give you a more alert and awake appearance without it being as stark and harsh as a white liner. So we're just gonna kind of open up our eye and give us a nice fresh, like awake look. And I kind of like to drag that from like the bottom of my inner corner and onto the waterline. It looks a little crazy right now because you have no mascara on, but I do this because I like the mascara to cover the white on the lashes and not have the white get on the dark lashes. You see? And again, on this side. Perfect. And then I lightly just take my finger and just kind of like buff out that edge. Again, because no harsh lines, right? No harsh lines. I'm really weird, you guys. I hope you end up loving me. And so today I'm going in with mascara. Just use your own personal favorite mascara. Everybody has a favorite mascara. Everybody's mascara like works differently. I have been a little bit impressed. It took me a minute to grow on it, but I'm using this Smashbox Superfan eyeliner. I really get pumped with a lot of eyeliner or mascara. Geez, I get pumped with a lot of mascaras to try. So for me to really be impressed by mascara, it takes like a lot, but I have found a lot of good ones and decent ones, if that makes sense. So now just take the time to build your eyelashes. If you want to use an eyelash curler, by all means, use an eyelash curler. I'm not going to do that today. But we're just going to go like this and fill out our lashes. You can build it up to however you please, but I'm just gonna put on just a decent coat, and I like to kind of lightly brush down and then up and kind of like blink down, wiggle your brush, just move it all around to get what you need, you know? And if you get a little bit on your like eyelid, have no fear. You'll be able to fix that with like a spoolie and just like flick it away with like a clean spoolie or a toothbrush. Yeah, a clean spoolie or a toothbrush. Just like let it dry, flick it away, and it won't mess up anything. Today I am gonna put mascara on the bottom, but you don't always have to do that. A lot of, pretty much everything in makeup is just personal preference, you guys. So whatever you like and whatever makes you feel good, do it. There's just, certain tips and techniques that help you get to the desired look that you want, if that makes sense. All right, and then on the bottom, just being really gentle and careful, just kind of tickling those lashes versus like really like building them up and like bam. Like, can you just tell the difference? Like how like nice and big this eye looks compared to this one, just with like bottom lash and no bottom lash. And I'm not even picking up any more product. This was just like the one time that I put it in there that I'm filling out the bottom lashes. And I have such minimal product that I got onto my eyelids that I'm not even going to get that spoolie with the oil. It kind of just like helps me buff away any kind of slight imperfections. And if you mess up your eye because they're still wet and they kind of like moved. I hate it when they move, and they're like smushed down. Ugh, the worst. So we are going to kind of stop it there. This is really like where I would stop. If I had setting spray at the moment, I would set and spray my face, but that's on my list of things I need. This is pretty much what I do every day when I want to feel effortless, but still have a face and still look put together. I hope you guys learned some things, maybe want to try out some new products. Let me know what you like. If you didn't like this video, then hit the thumbs down just so that I know what y'all ain't bumping with. I hope to see you guys next week. Stay tuned. I am really trying to pump out at least bi-weekly videos for you guys. Hold a bitch accountable. And I will see you guys soon. Much love. I'll catch you on the flip side.